Hey, I am having a spongy kind of day. I don't know, maybe I slept too much last night. So really not motivated. I've read a poem. I've read some Dawn Treader. I'm gonna get myself out for a swim now, which will be good because that will hopefully wake me up and get me going. Haven't done anything with the mirror and the light. Um, I think my plan with the mirror and the light is there's a scene of him staying up late at night, and him just kind of his mental voyage through all that, and through kind of almost like illustrated pages of the country, of not illustrated pages, like of like a triptych pictures of like the castle, of him, of the city, um, castle, London, Tower of London, all that sort of capturing the world, capturing kind of the various layers, the layers of political, social, and just sort of time of the time of the country, his own time, his own past, Cromwell's past. Um, Probably using that as a scene of just like, this is what I really enjoy about Cromwell. And then about the a mirror in the light, and then sort of talking about how I struggled as I was going through the book, and a part of that struggle is probably less of concentration, kind of, but a part of that is also just I felt like there was so much event in the book. It seemed to overwhelm what I really valued about the book, which was Cromwell's interiority. And I mean, a part of that was you feel I felt like the book, it hit a certain point where he encountered Wolsey's daughter, and Wolsey's daughter saying, you betrayed your former mentor," and him really having not considered that or thought that being ended up being a very important thing to him, and that seeming to kind of cut himself off from himself in a way. It's like Wolsey no longer talked to him, and that seemed to maybe like he had to kind of like escape himself at that point and just focus on outward things, which made for less rich of an experience, even if it may be truer to the story. But that we go into just sort of that outside, very intense world, um, and feeling like it got bogged down in the history, in a way I didn't think it had before. It had a nicer balance of between the interiority of Cromwell and the outside events, and sometimes shrinking some of those outside events into like a little paragraph, whereas this felt like it was reverse, and we were getting expanding the events and shrinking down that interiority, and I didn't enjoy that as much, and that maybe have led to kind of a dissatisfaction because at the end. Uh, I didn't know how much I was with Cromwell at the end. Whereas, like, I felt like I'd been quite with him for the rest of the book. And, that might be all I have to say on the matter. This might be it. This might be the only video, and maybe I'll take it as that. Um, as it's just sort of a private thing for me of thinking about that book. Because I think the only other way I could kind of do it justice would be to reread the book, and I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Um, yeah, I think the important thing for me right now is to get off my butt and go for a swim. Yeah, and just sort of get myself a little bit woken up because I've got work, back to work, back to work. Yes, that's coming up next. So, under chin waddle. I will stop there and say more videos later. All right, ciao.